guys, welcome to bekibtarot. My name's Becky. I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. Hope everybody's well. So obviously those of you that follow me know that I'm in the middle of moving. I've only got a few weeks left, so excuse the dynamic, but I just wanted to make a quick video on something that I think's quite serious and important for people to be made aware of that's happening at the moment. And it's to do with ADHD diagnosis. So just to clarify, obviously back in the day we didn't have, you know, the information and the history of science, if you like, that we have now. And we know more understanding of the bodies, etc. Right, so I'm not disclaiming ADHD and children that have that, so don't cross that. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I really need people to be aware that there seems to be a push to diagnose kids with ADHD, and I'm guessing the reason behind it is probably to do with the medication that they're giving children and how that comes into the agenda and everything they want with the New World Order, and how they, you know, they want to take our children and everything else, right? Like, do your own research. Most of my followers know the deal. You know about you know, the elite and everything else that goes along with it and how it's a spiritual war, etc. right? But recently I've spoke to a couple of people that have told me odd stories that are happening. Now, we're in London, so I don't know if it's the same in other areas, countries, right? But there's been a couple of people that they've not mentioned it to me in the knowing that it's definitely like what I'm saying. They don't have that viewpoint. It's only when like a few people have said this to me that I thought, yeah, okay, it's just another agenda. It's nothing new. They are like, we are in a prison, if you like, and they are constantly controlling and manipulating everything, like in every way now. So I've had two separate mums tell me some very strange stories. One of them, her child, I think he's in year 9, check this, was contacted by his geography, I think it was his geography or history teacher, right? But I'm just going to go with geography. So imagine, not his head of year, his geography teacher. Bearing in mind, if he's in year 9, he will be taking his subjects next year, so he might even be dropping geography. Yeah, it's not everybody takes up geography. His geography teacher phoned the mum and was rude and told her that her son has obviously got ADHD and she wants to put him for a referral. Now, this is really odd because I've been around this child. There is no way this child has ADHD in any format. But it was so strange. When she was telling me the story, I was like, wait, what? His geography teacher, not head of year, just was the weirdest dynamic. And she was just targeted. And she said that she'd had the same scenario when he was in primary school, and she actually just went with the referral even though she knew he didn't have it. And it was really odd because they did the referral and he was told, no, he's negative, he doesn't have ADHD. And it was really strange at the school because someone from the school has to show up when you go for the referral, right? It was a very strange dynamic, and she was like, whatever, I've got the letter that shows he doesn't have it. And then it was just odd that the whole dynamic was very, very strange, okay? And then not long after that, another friend of mine was explaining how, because her son is on the spectrum for autism and like Asperger's, and which her son clearly has, but he doesn't have ADHD. And when she was in a meeting, they were like, yeah, so we also think he's got ADHD. And she stopped them and said, she works with children and knows the ins and outs of a lot of stuff, and said, yeah, okay, so what basis do you have? Like, what are you basing what are you basing this on? Like, what's your reasoning for believing ADHD? Because my child, yeah, autism, he's on the spectrum, but there's no way ADHD, he has this. So she felt the push but had to put them in place, and then they backed off. And she thought it was very strange because there's not a single thing, like they had nothing to back up them saying it. Like, it can be, I mean, there's plenty of cases where children have both. Like, I'm not saying that that's not possible, but she said it was just odd. It was like they were pushing it on me, and there was no reason for it to be pushed on the ADHD. So it just flagged up, and I felt spiritually inclined that I should share this with people, because to me, all I hear is another agenda, and that's to just push kids that don't have ADHD into an ADHD bracket, so they can, I am guessing, so they can be given the medication. So therefore I presume that there's something in the medication that helps their agenda, more control, you know. The elite spend the whole time trying to suppress us, keep us as far away from the divine as possible, you know, eating low vibrational, like the food thing is scary now. Like, I was vegan for a long time, then I was pregnant, and now I'm veggie. I'd say I'm vegetarian. I tried to fall back into veganism, but I struggled. And the more obviously you level up and evolve, the more I'm healing, I'm reaching new levels of clarity, and they're giving me new downloads. And now I've reached a point where the thing is, they're putting plastic, the stuff they're putting in our food now. Like, when I move, I'm gonna start growing my own vegetables, and I'm gonna I don't eat fish. I'm just gonna try and eat vegetable based foods, just vegetable, and try my best to go down that route. But yeah, obviously if you're awake, you know they're constantly trying to suppress us, like take our children, like look at the whole transgender scenario that's blowing up at the moment. Like, my viewpoint, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I like, do what you want with your own body, mate. Like, have sex and be into whoever you want, but I don't really give a fuck. Like, stop pushing your agenda on other people. And this is what they're doing. They brainwashed the younger generation into thinking and feeling a certain way. I'm not discrediting people that, you know, they feel born in the wrong bodies and they choose to change that and they go down their own path. I'm not discrediting it, but I'm saying when you're angry, aggressive, and you're pushing your shit onto other people that aren't angry, aggressive towards you, like, calm the fuck down. Have sex with who you want to have sex with. Do whatever you want with your own body, but just crack on. And like, I'm not there screaming in your face like, I am straight, and, you know, like, pushing my own thoughts and agenda onto other people. I put the information out there. Whoever takes it and resonates with it, great. If they don't, no worries. Everyone get on with your life. But yeah, so this was literally just a video about this ADHD thing that I'm picking up on, and just some weird scenarios of them pushing it on children that clearly don't have it. And, you know, if you're a parent that's not awake and not strong, you know, not everybody speaks up and can stand against authority, like, people, if you like. You know, there's some parents that will sit down and be easily manipulated and go, oh, okay, you think my child has ADHD? Oh, okay. Like, and they'll go with it. And that's, you know, it's not to say there's anything wrong with them. It's just, if I can make a video that makes people aware, and if they don't believe their child has ADHD and they feel pressured, don't cave, because I definitely truly believe that the agenda is there's something in the medication that will mess with your kids' alignments, like, just everything. Like everything else that they do, it's just another point, another way of them getting to us and our children. But yeah, that's this. Also, can I point out, guys, that the reality is we chose to come down to this human experience. Yeah, we chose this. We picked our parents. Don't know why I picked mine, but whatever. We picked our parents. We know what's going to happen in this life. Yes, we have free will and can veer, but we know in general what we were going to live through. Like, we know that. We knew what we were coming down to. So yes, be awake, be aware, be in alignment, follow your spiritual path, help open other people's eyes without enforcing it. Just let the information be out there and help people. But don't be petrified and scared, yeah? Because you are here having your human experience. You knew, and your soul knows the deal with the elites and this and that, like the reptilians and everything else. Like, your soul is aware, was aware, and you are here having the human experience, but you will die and drop this physical body and go back, okay? you will. So try to hold on to that and allow yourself to take the path. Yeah, just roll with it, and don't get, like, the art of surrender is so key in all of this, and you do learn the more you grow, you get better at it, and allow them to take you on your path. But yeah, don't get caught up in the fear. Like, you knew the deal when you came down here. You knew this is what you'd be living through. Like, it's already happened back there. Like, you had the blueprint. Like, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Then you come down and you live in it, yeah? So, don't get stuck in that fearful, petrified, like, it's great to have the information, but if it's getting too much, relax, like, leave it, because things come and you get downloads as and when you're ready and you learn and whatever. So yeah, please don't be in the fear. Like, you knew the deal. And I like, because it can be scary when you dive deep in, and it can be hard. You know, there's been times I've woken up at 3 in the morning, I can't sleep, and I'm crying my eyes out, because just the kids things and the pedos, and it's hard for my soul to deal with. But I can't, like, if I could save every child in this realm and take them with me, I would. But when you go to the higher levels of consciousness, they are souls that agreed to come down and live this, and it's horrific. And I'm not saying people like, oh yeah, I don't want to get into the complicated of this, because there's so many different levels of consciousness, and I don't want people to come for me like, why would someone this? But yeah, like, try not to get caught up in the fear. It's so horrific. Be aware so you can protect your children and protect yourself and roll with it. But I would like to say, it is no coincidence that I am now being pulled away from a main city like London. If you are feeling guided to maybe consider moving out of cities at the moment, definitely roll with it. I feel like there's always an agenda and stuff upcoming, but especially in London, I feel like maybe there's another pandemic coming, but not via COVID. It'll be something else. There's always something coming. That's what they do. But yeah, it's no coincidence that I'm being pulled out of London and feeling pulled to somewhere else in my path. But we're all on our own paths, we've all got shit to do. Yes, so ADHD, agenda awareness, please. And this is no knock on people that have children that have ADHD, none of that. I just like to put it out there that it's a little odd that they're putting kids, especially random geography teachers, and just bombarding parents of like, well, he's got ADHD, when there's nothing to base it on. So yes, I send you all so much love and light. I'm going to go to bed now. And yes, if you're interested in a private reading, info's in the box down below. I send you so much love and light. Bye.